We're going to take a look at this this clip-on lens that I got from AliExpress for about £6. It combines a macro lens and a wide-angle lens, so that you can clip this onto your phone and get different pictures. So it's quite good for really close-up photography. And I quite fancy the wide-angle lens actually for conference calls at work, where we've got a meeting room full of people, and we can put a laptop at the end of the table and use the wide-angle lens to bring in a lot more people into that picture without cutting them off at the edges. So let's take a look, see what you actually get in the box for this £6 clip-on lens. There are cheaper ones, but I tried to choose one where the at the edges of the image you didn't get as much blurring. So let's take a look, see what's inside. So you get a little pouch and the lens, and then the clip-on attachment. Okay, so put that £5 in so you can get an idea of the scale. So it's quite big, heavy, made out of metal. The lenses are made out of glass. Some of the other ones that I've seen are made out of plastic. And I think that one does really help with this lens not blurring at the edges. So you've got a nice little lens cap, and then you can see both ends. So these actually undo, so you can take that off. That bit on its own is the macro lens. Then you put that into the clip and then clip that onto the phone, and we'll have a look at the results of that in a minute. And then that is the wide angle lens, but it needs to be coupled with the macro lens, and that will give you the wide angle. You screw that into place, and then you would take that and clip it on. So with the example of the laptop, we would clip that over the top, and you can see just down there is the lens of the camera for the laptop. It doesn't really have to be positioned bang in the center. From when I've been testing this, it really doesn't matter too much about getting it right on. The image is the same. You can just see the edges of the lens when you've clipped it on, but not too much. It doesn't give too much of that kind of fisheye lens effect. So now we're going to see how close we can get without the lens, the macro lens. So it really is just about here. If you go any closer, it starts blurring out. So we'll clip the lens on. Now the lens is on, and you can see we can keep on going to around here, which is a lot closer. You can see more of the detail. Yes, it's starting to blur around the edges, but that's pretty good in the center there. Let's move to the coin. See how close we can get here. Maybe look at some of the detailing. So that's pretty close. You can see some of that detail in the edge of the coin. Now let's try that without the lens. Just taking that off, and come on, focus. There. Really are just limited to about here, so you're not seeing any of that detail right in the edge of the coin. Let's put that back on again. It is that quick to just snap it over, and there you can see that right in, just in that groove. So pretty cool that. Okay, so next we'll have a look at the wide angle. Okay, so this is it before the lens is added, and adding the lens. So you can really see how much extra is brought into that scene. And yes, you're getting blurring. It's not the best fit on the S9, but in general that's what you're going to expect to see around the edges that level of blur, which isn't too bad. I'll take it away and add it. I'll link to the product details in the description. Thanks very much for watching.